day everyone. So right now we are here at the back of my garden and I'm just going to continue the cleanup that I've been doing for the past few days. You know, being away for almost 2 months, it gives me a lot of work in the garden, just like this raised bed garden here. So my plan with this raised bed garden, I'm going to remove some of the plant. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the one on the front here because they are surviving, but they doesn't get a nice color though. And I'm thinking of putting a purple delight in this raised bed garden. So let's start guys and finish this off and redo this raised bed garden. So this is the look of our raised bed garden. It's not so appealing. So I have an agavoids here. This is I think white ebony and amester. I'm not 100% sure. And I have a lipstick in here. I pulled it out and planted somewhere else in my garden. And this is what it looks like. I have a frilly here. Now this frilly here is really doing well, but during winter time it suffers a bit, but it always bounces back when spring comes. And I have the Benimusume here. This one is also doing well. It has a nice clump, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to remove this and this in this raised bed and just plant a purple delight all the way. But I don't like to ruin the look of this, so maybe I'm just going to leave this for now. And this one here, I'm not 100% sure because sometimes this frilly, when you repotted it, it doesn't bounce back nicely. So maybe I'll just remove this and this. Okay, so this raised bed is already clean and we will just going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to put a new fresh potting mix. Now this is just a succulent cacti potting mix, and I mix it up with perlite and a little bit of slow release fertilizer, just a all-purpose slow release fertilizer. Right, so here are my purple delight propagation. So these are my propagation area. So let's just grab. They're still very small, but if we will going to put this one in the raised bed garden, this will grow bigger, hopefully. So I'm just going, oops. So this one here, it's quite dry as well. I'm just going to get the one that has already a nice clump. So I love purple delight because it's easy. It is a very easy maintenance. I have more in here. I don't know how much we need. Okay. So we will going to propagate more to use in the garden. Okay, ups. All right. Okay, so here's our purple delight. This is propagated from leaf, started from leaf propagation. So we're going to plant this one here and hope for the best that they will going to grow nicely and beautiful in this raised bed garden. And then next we're going to do this other one here as well, because this one is not doing well. This is what happened when we are away for a long time. So 2 months to be away during the summertime here in Australia is not really good for our plant, because this plant still needs some water during the summertime, especially here in Australia. Our summer is really extreme. So we have a very dry summer. So the plant will suffer a bit during the summer here in Australia. So I think it's better though that they dry than they overwatered. Okay. Now, Purple Delight is easy to propagate from leaf, although it takes a long time to grow, so be patient. But when you propagate Purple Delight from leaf, then you will end up a lot of Purple Delight in your collection, and you can plant them in a raised bed garden, or if you can also plant them in the ground. I notice when the Purple Delight get a lot of sunlight during summertime, they go in dormancy. So we're hoping that this will grow here nicely. Okay, so we're done planting this Purple Delight here in the raised bed garden, and we beat the sun. I'm happy with that. At the moment, they don't look good yet, but when they start growing bigger and knit to each other, I think they will look good. So I decided to leave this plant here for now. Here, this Benemusume and this Frilly, and I'm just going to clean it up, remove some dead leaf, and maybe thin it out a bit for propagation. So what I'm going to do now, guys, with this one, I'm just going to clean it up and remove some of this dead leaf. I have here my very handy tweezer. Now, if you don't have like this, here in Australia, you can get them in the pet shop or pet store. They use it to feed some lizards and that. Or if not, if you don't have it in your pet store, you can get it from eBay. So get yourself one. It's very handy to reach some of the very small spice, just like this one here, that we can get in between of the plant without damaging the plant. Alright, with the Benimusume, there's a lot of dead leaf on this as well. So sometimes it's easy to get them with your hands, but we will damage the plant. So we'll be patiently do this bit by bit. So I decided to cut some off of this freely, as well as the Benimusume, so we can get some propagation in here. This freely is also tough, but winter time the leaf suffers a bit. With too much rain, they rot. So I have one good one here to propagate. And then we will remove some of these Benimusume as well. So we can propagate this. I have a lot of Benimusume in my garden because they grow so quick. And if you want to plant something in the open or in the direct sunlight, try to plant Benimusume. They're really tough plant. Okay. This one doesn't get a nice color because it doesn't get enough sunlight. So we will move that one in the garden. And I have a lot of baby in here, but this baby doesn't look good. So we will expose it to sunlight. So I'm not sure if I will going to remove more. And this really, I noticed underneath there's a lot of babies coming out. So maybe we will just suffer the look and remove some of these big ones on top to give those babies a chance to come out. Okay, so here's the look now, and then we will cut it off and we will end up with that look. Anyway, they will still grow. There's a lot of babies wants to come out but can't because of those big ones on top. So maybe remove this one as well. Okay, here we go. That's what it looks like now. Alright, so I'm going to leave like that. I think remove this one to give this Beni Musume a room to grow as well. So I have a pot in here that's also really dehydrated and the leaves so soft. We will not going to give up on this plant. And over this side got burnt. Okay, so we will going to repot this and give it a fresh soil. So with this one here, we will not going to give up on this as well. Just going to duck this one in the bucket of water and let it stay there for a while until it's going to start coming back to life, and then we will going to repot it. Not going to repot this one now because it's very stressed, so I'll just let it sit here in the water. Okay, so we're done. Okay, so we're done, guys, and as you see, the sun is already creeping out towards this bed garden, but it's already 1:30 in the afternoon, and over this side still shaded, and that is why this agavoids over here is not getting the nice color. So hopefully now we lift it up over here, repotted it, and for now I'll just put it here because I don't have any more room in my undercover, and see how it goes. Anyway, if it will suffer during winter season, then I can just easily lift it up and find ways to put them somewhere. Okay, so we have the golden glow. It's also dehydrated. I will not water now. I will water this afternoon when the weather cools down a bit. And I'm not going to put any top dressing in here because later on this purple delight will go thicker and it will just cover the bare soil. And this one we thin it out and we will propagate those big ones that we took in here, and the agavoid is still beautiful. But if the agavoids get more sunlight, the color is more intense than this one. So here it is. This is what it looks like for now. So that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed our video for this weekend. And if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe as well to my channel for more gardening videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! The color is beautiful, golden glow. And the other agavoids that I removed from this raised bed and planted in this spot It's very pale before, but look at it now. Look at the color, beautiful, love that. Very musume.